Hello friends, today we will be seeing the recipe of a yummy rich plum cake which is very easy to make and it does not require any soaking of dry fruits before. So let us see the ingredients needed. First you will need dry fruits, that is I have taken dates, cherries, dry pineapple, cashew nut, raisins, that is golden and black, and cranberry. You can use any dry fruits and nuts of your choice. Then you need orange and lemon rind. Then all-purpose flour or maida 1 cup, sugar 3/4 cup. Then you will need 3 eggs. This is cinnamon and nutmeg powder, baking powder, baking soda, vanilla essence, salt, and 1 cup of butter. You will also need 1/4 cup of rum. If you don't prefer to add rum, you can add orange juice instead. So let us start the process. So first keep a pan on the stove, and first we are going to make the caramel syrup for the rich plum cake. So for that add 3/4 cup of sugar into the pan. So this is half and then 1/4 cup I am adding. So 3/4 cup of sugar. This will give a medium sweetness to the cake. So after adding the sugar, it is better you don't stir it with any spoon. Just keep on shaking the pan once in a while and don't keep it on very high flame. Keep on reducing the flame from medium to low. So now the caramel syrup is ready. To this caramel syrup, you will have to add half a cup of hot water. So I have boiled the water and kept. So please be very careful when adding water. It may splash onto your hand. So add boiling water and keep on stirring the syrup. So once you have completely add the hot water into the caramel syrup, boil it for few more minutes so that the syrup and water completely mixes together. It may take a few minutes. To this, add 1 cup of butter. This is 100 grams of butter, that is 1 cup measurement. Let this butter completely melt into the syrup. And to this, you have to add cranberries and dry black grapes. If you are adding cranberries and dry black grapes, you have to add it in the syrup. All other dry fruits you need not add, because these cranberries and dry black grapes are little hard. You have to just boil it in the syrup for a few minutes. All the other dry fruits you need not add. So once it has become a little soft, you can switch off once it has become a little soft, you have to add 1/4 cup of rum to this mixture. So immediately after adding the rum, it may bubble up, so reduce the flame, stir it for a minute and switch off the flame. Now this has to get cooled, completely cooled. Keep it aside. Now let us mix the dry ingredients. So first I am adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I have used that measuring cup. So 1 cup of all-purpose flour I am adding to the sieve. Everything should be sieved. To this, I am adding half spoon of baking powder and less than 1/3 of a spoon of baking soda. Then cinnamon and nutmeg powder and little bit of salt. Now sieve all these dry ingredients into a bowl so that there are no lumps in the cake. Now let us prepare the cake tin. Here I have taken a loaf tin. To this, completely rub all the sides of the cake tin with butter and then take a little bit of all-purpose flour and then dust the cake tin on all the sides. All the sides should be dusted properly with the all-purpose flour so that the cake doesn't stick onto the tin. You can even use parchment paper and line the cake tin. That also is an option. So now I have dusted the cake tin completely with all-purpose flour. Now let us start mixing. So now this caramel syrup is completely cool. It should not be hot, it should be completely cool. Now it is completely cool. To this add the balanced dry fruits, that is dates, raisins, cherries, dry pineapple, nuts. All these you have to add into the mixer. Mix it well. After mixing it well, next you will have to add orange rind and lemon rind. So this gives a special flavor to the cake, but you have to be very careful not to add the white part of the orange or lemon. So here I am adding a little bit of vanilla essence also. That is your wish. If you need, you can add. Next, 3 beaten eggs. I am adding it into this syrup. So I am adding 3 beaten eggs. Then you have to mix it well so that completely both the eggs and the syrup gets mixed together. Next, we will start adding the dry ingredients which I have saved and kept. Don't add everything together. Little by little, you start adding the dry ingredients and mix it. And don't mix it vigorously, just use the cut and fold method and slowly mix all the ingredients into the syrup. So now I have completely mixed all the dry ingredients into the caramel syrup. If you feel that the batter is tight, you can add a little more orange juice or rum and make it the proper consistency. But it should not be too watery. If it becomes too watery, all the dry fruits will settle down when the cake is baked. Now this is the correct consistency which you will need. Then pour it into the cake tin and then tap the cake tin so that any air bubbles left inside will be gone. So now you have to keep it for baking. First preheat the oven 180 degree and the preheated oven convection mode. Place the cake tin and I am setting 180 degree for 40 minutes. This cake took exactly 40 minutes to cook perfectly. So once the cake is baked, you can just put a skewer inside and once it comes out clean, your cake is baked perfectly. So now here I have taken the cake out of the mold. Everywhere it is evenly baked. And now let us cut and see how the dry fruits have come out. So now if you see the inside of the cake, the dry fruits are also spread evenly. It has not settled down. So it is the perfect consistency which you will have to have. If you see the cake, it is very moist and it is also soft. So this is a perfect recipe for a plum cake and it does not need any dry fruit soaking. So I hope you will all try the recipe for this Christmas. I'll be coming back with much more recipes. Thank you for watching.